Welcome to our channel. I'm Amira.
I'm Shay.
And we are newly engaged. We're going to just randomly pick a date, and I'm about to bring my calendar up. And so I'm going to keep going through the calendar, and she's going to say stop. And we're going to pick that date, and we're going to go to last year. So, for instance, pick a date. I'm using my calendar to pick a date, and then we're going to go find that date or a date close to in our pictures, and we're going to talk about that date. And it's related to like where we was at. So where we was at a year ago. We don't want to cheat and be like, oh, let's just pick this random date. So y'all gonna see. So
where you get this game from?
I made it up, boo.
Okay.
So my calendar is just random place, as y'all gonna see, and I'm gonna tell her to go. To tell me when to stop.
Stop.
I'm stopping. Y'all see it? January 6th. January 6th. So where was we at?
What year? This year?
20. Oh, we could do 2021. January 6th.
2020.
Let's do 20.
Let's do 2020.
20.
Let's do 2021. That's the start right there.
Yes.
All right, January 6th.
2021. Ooh. Okay,
I'm doing that now. I was at work.
The pictures I got, I don't have anything from January 6th, but I do have January 7th, and it's literally, look.
What?
And that was
You gonna show the video on the?
Yeah, I'm gonna show y'all this video. We're gonna upload it here because this is what I have for January.
I love you, babe. Say it back.
Not on camera. January 7th, and we were together. So let's talk about that. So how did we get to being together on January 6th of this year?
What you mean?
Like, where was we at? Where was we at?
In January, she told me to chill the fuck out and date other people. In January.
I did not say that in January.
Yes, you did.
In January? I thought I said that in
you said this. You take the seriousness out of it. Yeah. That's what you told me in January.
Okay. Here's a little background. When we can't, we can't, like, I guess we got to do the background. So how we got to January 6th? January 6th, we were definitely dating. You right, I was definitely.
She was trying to play me.
I was trying, not play her, but it's just the fact that I was like a year out of a relationship. Like I would say long term. That was like my second longest relationship apart from her. So I didn't really want to like rush into nothing, or really, I was kind of scared to rekindle things because I kind of felt like, you know, I needed my time and my space to like move forward or whatever and figure out who I was. And it just so happened that I decided to figure it out with Shay.
Yeah, and then play me. I was like this with this girl.
So I literally was, I say at the time I had just moved back from, well, at the time I was staying with my grandma who lives 3 hours away from where we are at, the city. And I was staying there because I had moved from Chicago, where I was working at after like moving forward and a breakup or whatever. So I was moving back home. Now remind you, this for us is the reason why this is such a big deal, because I swore I would never come back to Detroit. Like I said, I would never move back to Detroit. So for me to be back close to the city or in Michigan, that right there set her off. What was you thinking when you found out I moved back to Michigan?
You ain't moved. Well, you was on the outskirts.
Yeah, when I was
just
closer.
like, dang, 3 hours ain't that far. I could do that. We could do that.
And I was like driving to her house. I work from home, so I was driving to her house every week. Shoot, spending weeks at a time. So
first of all, the first time I even got back in contact with Amira, she spent a month at my house. This how she would play me. She spent a month at my house, would not leave. I ain't tell her to leave, but she seen me one day for her birthday. Boom, we did it. I bought her some coney. The rest is history, right? So then the next weekend she came back, and then ain't go home for a month, and then tell me I'm moving too fast and she ain't go home for a month.
Y'all, I'm a girl version of Drake. That's all I can say. It was complicated. It's
Look,
like
these folks, I'm about to pick a day. They don't need to see.
oh, they don't need to see. Okay, stop. You gotta hold your finger there. Do it again.
May 28th, 2021.
2 days after I proposed, girlfriend proposal. So
And wrong, she owed me heads March 24th. I said May 28th.
Damn. I thought she said March.
She,
Okay, May 28th. Let me go on my phone.
this
The closest thing I got is May 30th, where I did them faux locks on myself. I'm gonna insert that video as well.
May 30th.
And they was fucked up. May 30th.
Where's we at first watch?
Yeah, we went to the. So where was we at? Okay, so we talked about where we was at January 6th, 2021. Now fast forward to May freaking 28th, 2020.
We was mad at each other May 30th because you took these pictures of me on that trampoline.
At this point, I should highlight that we were an actual couple. Like, I got over my shit, or we was official. So, how did we get to deciding to be in a relationship? Okay,
First of all,
let the people know.
First of all,
She gave me an ultimatum. Let me just tell y'all how we get to. The question is, how did we get from January 6th
who
to
asked
May?
that question?
To May. How did we get to January 6th to May 28th? Where was we at? So May 28th, I was still, we were not in the same position. I had asked her to be my girlfriend March 24th, 2021.
You had to look at me to check.
Really, it's not even March 24th. Is March 24th the day of the date?
Yeah.
Or, okay, because I had already asked her 2 days prior to, could be
4 days.
4 days prior to be my girlfriend, and she was ecstatic in the bed. All I did was ask her in the bed, and she just was ecstatic, proud. This right here, this lady right here, she knew her worth, and I feel like the things we were going through with our relationship is I was trying to figure out, did I want to really move back to Detroit? I was damn near living there with her, literally staying there since fucking November 1st. Since November 1st, I was literally staying here with her. I had a whole drawer, a closet. By then I had a closet, didn't I?
Yeah.
I was a movement. I knew the family knew me. We all had a love relationship. That was my family. After that, that was just my one. So
Even though she was trying to play me in the beginning. So
I
even
was
when she said slow
not
down,
playing.
all this was still happening. You hear me? So
I was like, my heart
She was
knew
toxic.
what I wanted, but my mind was just like, you need to wait.
Toxic.
You know, just
toxic.
if I'm so toxic.
You were toxic. You grew out of it with the help of me. You're welcome.
You see how she want to take claim for my
Cause
growth?
she just was hurt because when we was kids, I was toxic. She was toxic too, but she was smarter than me. So now that we older, you feel me? We dated 4 years ago.
2017.
4 years ago, we started dating 4 or 5 years ago, on and off. Like, not, whatever, we'll get to that in another video. We've been dating for a minute. But
And she couldn't do long distance. That was one of our main things with her. She would spin me, but we get into that later. But she would spin me, and then we always stayed in contact. And it's so crazy because when I'm mad at her, I be like, you don't know me, we was never friends, we can never be friends. But we have maintained like a friendship on top of us really just being in love and trying to navigate, you know, with like life stuff. And honestly, I feel like, yeah, well, I feel like if it wasn't for Shay, I wouldn't be in another relationship. I didn't have no desire to, but it was just like when I rekindled with my baby, it's just like she just knew me and understood where I was at and never rubbed it in my face. You know how somebody can like rub your toxic shit in your face? Like, she never tell me like, you toxic as fuck, you this and this. Like, she is very careful with her words and wasn't trying to like trigger me into like make me feel ashamed. And it's like, when I did be toxic or when I was toxic and shit still am at some moments, it's like, why are you acting like that? What's going on? Like, I am not the person who hurt you. Like, I am not that. You can't be mad at me, or I can't absorb all the hurt you endured, and you can't take that out on me. So,
well said, baby.
now mind you, let me tell you something. When I pulled up back on the scene, when I got back with first of all, let me tell you, our our relationship was one of the relationships where people were tired of us. Our friends were tired because we're always back and forth, back and forth. And as much as I hate to admit it, we're equally.
Our back and forth was never like we together and we broke up.
No,
it would be like we're friends and we're
friends,
not.
and we're
friends and we're not.
And we can't be friends because we like each other too much.
She can't be my friend because she was cutting niggas off. I would text Amira, hey, whoever she is, cut them off. All I said, hey,
I'm cutting them off. My baby's back. I gotta cut them off for sure. Like, bye. So I had a lot of shit going on that she wasn't aware about. It's just like when we really got back cool, like I had to go through the fact that telling people again, telling my family I'm with Shay again. But it was like when we say toxic, it was not, we have boundaries. Like we don't do cheating, we don't do domestic. So it was never like stuff that's just like you shouldn't go back to a person for. It was just like we said, friends who can't be friends because we like each other. And so when you telling me about somebody else, I'm secretly like this.
She didn't show it at all.
I don't show it though.
She used to tell me where to take girls on dates.
I just was testing her.
What?
Because this girl don't like, she don't take girls on a date. She don't like spending money on women. And sure enough, when I come into picture, that's just not gonna fly with me. But she never treated me like that. She always, I knew we was something when she took me out on a date and paid. This girl is cheap. So even now to this day, like she'd tell me like I never do all this or spend all this money, and it's just like you love me, and that's what love is. It's sacrifice. I spend it on her too. So let me tell y'all, I didn't even get to tell y'all, I got sidetracked. So let me tell you, when I popped back up on the scene, I decided I'm just gonna, this me, I'm gonna spend a weekend with you to see if, you know, if there's something there and if we should pursue. All right, boom. We did that. I went out sad on my birthday because I was the one giving head on my birthday. I can't say that?
I don't know, you can, I guess.
It's a gay channel. We talk about all things, love, sex is included. So we grown. But I went outside. I gave head on my birthday after not seeing her in person for about a year. Ain't that sad? But it was worth it. I'm still here. A bitch came back the week later and stayed the whole month. So mind you, I had came back on Halloween. On Halloween, because that is my favorite holiday, we had went out. How about this girl left me in the car? She said, let me go. I need to go drop something off at my family house. Because she had a whole nother ex.
First of all,
kicking it with the family.
She was cool. You feel me? I ain't talked to Shawty in a minute.
But let me tell you something. This is how close friends how we try to do the friendship thing. We always try to do the friendship thing. I already knew who Shorty was. I already knew who she was.
She knew all of them.
And I knew this is her go-to. This is her hoe she keep around or is gonna keep around. Always. Like every time me and her done, I got a text about, oh, I was with this person or I was hanging with this person. We're gonna call them Big M. All right, probably not. I shouldn't say that because if she find me, you'll know the definition of Big M.
First of all,
we're gonna call her.
She knows every girl I've you know been with, or majority of them, because we were always open and just talk. So it wasn't even. She knew who it was. So I didn't think shit had to tell her. So I was just like, yeah, so and so in there. But I just had to get something from my mama or something. And my mama was in there. And then she goes, first of all, this is only us talking about a week. And she told me. I don't care. She told me I had to cut her off. It was nothing to cut off because I wasn't talking to the girl.
Cut all of them off.
I wasn't talking to her. You know how exes just be still trying to hang around with your family. Sometimes when they get horny, there's something to do or something like that. It wasn't no like talking. We wasn't going on dates, wasn't seeing each other, none of that. She would just hang out with my family behind my back. So I wouldn't even know sometimes. And Amira's like, cut everybody off. Then she told me to cut everybody off and then say, we not serious.
Well, it was a test.
No.
It was a test. Because I don't want to be coming back in your life. I don't want you to be trying to pursue me and try all these other hoes because I was there. Like
you my favorite hoe though.
True. But let me tell y'all something. I was actually I was there. Plus that made me uncomfortable and I didn't want to do this with her. That's a little bit of background on us. Yep. We just young and gay, in love.
Happy and chocolate.
Happy and chocolate.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. We about to go on a date?
We'll catch y'all later.
All right.
Take this shit off, baby.
Peace.